NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Falcons going up against the Saints. With that, let's get you out to the Bayou. We're standing by as our commentary team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now we give to the big fullback. This is Whitlock. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Breeze to throw on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
7 yards to go on second down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on fourth down. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. They come out here in the I. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Freeman again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They go play action here on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that's the connection, Ryan, to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And a look at the defense now. Second down following the run. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately that didn't work for them.
So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Ryan. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure to love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They come out here in the eye. On the give, this is their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Come the Falcons. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Shift together here from the D-line. Ryan being chased out left. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And the back goes into motion. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
We're waiting.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a give to Whitlock, the fullback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he's got some space here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the 1st half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's got time. He's going to take another shot here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So out come the Falcons now. They come out here in the I. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Breeze will try again on second down. It's caught left side by Cooks. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Going motion right, Snead. Now Breeze on third down. And he's got Snead. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Jackson's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And some space here. 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Breeze now on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their big-bodied receiver, 64 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but it can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe you just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
To throw is Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. Call it a gain of 5. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Ryan is going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now it's Ryan. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Now does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
To throw is Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 57 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are...
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, 34 yards. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the eye.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Tighten up, tighten up. Under. Check 99, check 99. Ready, 5-5.
They'll try again with their fullback. It's Whitlock. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Hey, easy. Check 3, check 3. Ready. 41 to Mike. Check 41.
Here's Breeze to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. For Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. Now Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 53 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Breeze is going to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Again, Ryan. And he holds it in. But no, they say no. He could not get both feet down.
Oh, man, I'm a stickler for the rules. I get it. You've got to come down, and your feet have to be down in the end zone. I get all of that. But that catch was so spectacular. I just want to give it to him anyway.
Count it?
Oh, I want to count it anyway.
Unfortunately, it will not count. It was a great catch, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
That's complete right around the 8.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just as within our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet. Try